Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm Alicia and in today's video I will be making different themes for March. This is what I did for February. I created 4 very easy spreads for you to try in case you were looking for some inspirations and you don't want to go overboard with the designs. For this particular month, for March, I wanted to go with this olive green marker pen that I have, and this cover page is inspired by an abstract art that I saw on Pinterest. Here is the picture on the left that you can see. Those looks very nice on the wall, but I wanted to replicate the same, and I thought that using a ruler and the marker to sketch out would be very nice and easy way to do it. But then I realized that when I was moving the ruler, it was kind of smudging and it did not look good. And of course, you can see on top, those were not clear lines. I can make much straighter lines just by using my hand. So I decided to go ahead and do it just free-handed and make it easy and simpler on me. This is one of the ways that you can get inspiration from different places. Just try to look for wall art prints or any easy art prints that you feel that you can replicate on your own, and it need not be very specific to a bullet journaling, because if you search for bullet journal for particular month, there will be various kinds of designs by amazing creators. But sometimes I do understand that it can get a little extensive and also hard for someone who just wants to get it by and not get too much into the nitty-gritty of it. So you can always look for abstract art or easy art, and you can replicate those in your journal. To write the title, I am going to do a full calligraphy using a Fudenovsky pen. Moving on to the next one, I wanted to create a very whimsical, dainty looking image. So I am going to make a Polaroid kind of a structure, and inside that will be this whimsical clouds and stars and moon. I just wanted it to have that golden hour vibe, so it is going to be a little muted in color. I will be using a shade of orange and yellow somewhere in between that. Unfortunately, these pens don't have the names mentioned, so it's just something that I am coming up with. But it is on the brownish yellowish side, and I'm just trying to mimic the golden hour color. I decided to do different ways of shading so that I can give a different layer to all these clouds, but in the end it didn't really make a huge difference. I could have just made it all vertical or horizontal, because I am going to overlay on the outline, so it makes it pop out and have their individuality. Once I color in all the elements, I will be going to the fine liner side of this marker pen and draw this more like a gingham style in the background. I have seen this in so many places and I love them so much. I think I will be going to replicate something similar in my main bullet journal in the coming months, probably for May or June, more on the summery side, uh, because I already have a plan in mind for April. And I hope you have enjoyed the March Plan With Me video. I have talked in details about the Celtic zodiac sign, and I really enjoyed doing the research about it, because that was something that I have never heard about before. am not very much into zodiac signs, but I do like to know about, where I stand in terms of your Western zodiac signs and also in the Chinese side of zodiac signs. But I never knew what the Celts were doing, what the Eastern Europeans were doing. So that was something that was very interesting. And I also live in Ireland, and if I need to know, I guess that's something that goes with the culture and the heritage. And that was definitely an educational one. And I thought that it is important that it needs to be discussed. So I want my audience and my people to know about it. These grid washi tapes that you see me using here are actually from my shop, and you can find the link in the description below. Moving on to the third theme, I wanted to bring in some more of the stickers from my shop. So this is from the bundle of the greenhouse, and you can also individually buy them. But these are the test stickers that I have, and I wanted to use them. And you can see that I've already used it before. So for this particular one, I am trying to make a shelf, more like a floating shelf, and then put some of the pots with the plants on top. So it's more like you have it in your room, and also kind of replicating my desk view. So I have a floating shelf which is right on top of my work desk, and it has this beautiful monstera leaf plant pot, and I also have a golden ivy pot which is trailing, and it looks amazing. I love having plants. My office room is filled with plants, our house is filled with plants. Sometimes I am good at keeping them alive, and sometimes it is not. I recently killed our aloe vera plant, a small palm leaf plant, and a smaller golden pothos that was actually placed right underneath the TV. So I'm not really sure, like during winter it is so hard to keep them alive, and especially in Ireland where we don't get a lot of sun. So it may be that it was placed in such a way that it was not getting enough sun, and the watering schedule has also been kind of impacted because of winter. I do use an app, but to be honest, I get notifications every day to take care of the plant, and I get lazy at times. So I'll be like, okay, I have the notification, let me just come back to it after I finish this particular task. And then I never go back and I forget, which is, of course, my fault. I get the notification religiously to do the job, and I kind of lag on it. So I guess that is on me. But coming to the theme, I just wanted to fill this one up with these plant pot stickers. I love this collection very much, and it has been one of the best selling ones in my shop. If you want, you can get them all in a bundle. That way, you can actually save 20% instead of spending it individually, where you will end up paying more. And then I just write March in bold capital letters, nothing fancy, right underneath the shelf. By the way, the March stickers and art prints are going to be released this week on Sunday. And so, if you liked anything from my own March bullet journal setup, those will be available to purchase as a die cut sticker in vinyl and as well as in the sticker sheets. The fourth and the final setup is very much inspired by books and bookshelf libraries. It is no secret that I like to read, and for this year, I have 40 books as my goal to finish by the end of the year. So far, I think I have finished a seven book. I am currently reading Mythos by Stephen Fry. It is a little lengthy, I would say, and a lot about the Greek mythology that I have not really delved in my past. So it's been like a history lesson to me, but it is getting quite interesting. I only have been exposed to Asian mythology and more precisely to the Indian gods mythology, like the Hindu mythology. But it's been interesting. There are so many things to learn, and I have really enjoyed it. But I would say that there were times where I really wanted to just DNF the book, not because it is bad, but because I want to read The Throne of Glass. It's just something that I am looking forward to read. So maybe I will start it in the beginning of March so I get proper time and attention that needs to be given to the individual books that I'm reading at that time. I am also listening to I Am a Cat. It's a Japanese classic, so I will be able to fulfill one of the criterias for the reading challenge that I have this year. So it's I need to read one of the books from an author who is not from Europe or North America, let's say. So these are like the normal ones that I usually read. So I would like to read from a different country, not even continents, like a different country. So one author from a different country in a quarter. So I guess for the first quarter, it's going to be Japan. To finish off the spread, I will be putting some sparkles all over the negative space. I just felt like it was looking a little blank, so I decided to put some tiny sparkles in and around the elements, and also use the washi tape from my shop to fill up the top right corner. And here is a slow mo of the spreads that I created for this one. I know I did not speak much about the spreads because this was a very easy one, and with the stickers that you have, it is very easy to create. And with this, we have reached to the end of the video. Thank you so much for joining me today. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. And also follow me on Instagram. I go by Coffee Journal Naps in Instagram too. And I'm trying to reach 1000 by end of this quarter. So it will be very helpful if you can do that. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.